Somebody call a doctor because Bad Medicine's back! Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we're jumping back into Marvel's What If. This is Season 2, Episode 7. What if Hela found the 10 rings? Well, I love Shang-Chi and the 10 rings, so I guess I'll see what I'm in for on this one.
Yeah, these have been so much fun. I'm thinking that right now we're going to start towards the build-up of the Season 2 finale, and I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to find out.
They are batting 1,000 as far as entertaining shows in this particular series, so can't wait to see what we have for this episode.
Looking forward to seeing what they give us here. Let's go!
In a campaign of fire and blood, King Odin sought to unite the 9 realms under the throne of Asgard. His chief weapon in the conquest that built his empire, his executioner and firstborn daughter, Hela, the goddess of death. One by one, the branches of the world's tree fell
She
under
really
their
kicked his
control.
ass, too.
Oh,
But Hela hungered for more.
Hey, Claire Danes
as always.
rocked that role too.
Ooh,
Or not Claire.
Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett.
Danes.
Forgive me. It's just rich is all. You wanting me to give up the fight when that's all you ever raised me to do.
Oh,
No god should have dominion over death who has so little appreciation for life.
Boom.
Whoa.
I now take from you your power.
Father, you cannot do this to me. You will not.
It's going to make her mortal?
Whosoever wears this crown, should she know mercy, shall possess the power of Hela.
just like he did to Thor's hammer.
Here we go.
Oh, that could cause some serious damage if it hit a populated area.
文武大人，小的们找到了。
I'm going to try and get a truck and pull it out.
The miracle of nature that brings the sky down to earth. But Wenwu was about to discover someone far more intriguing had fallen from the heavens.
What a shot.
What are the odds she landed within walking distance of her helmet?
把我的王冠拿来。
I'm afraid the only one who gives orders around these parts is me.
I do appreciate a man who's brave enough to attempt jewelry. I'm the goddess of death. That usually gets a bigger reaction.
Take her.
Oh dear, here we go.
Yeah, she's
nothing.
mortal to something.
Oh, jeez. Taking it like a champ.
Please, I implore you, show mercy on me. I'm just a helpless woman.
Now they stop and think about it. Jeez.
Okay, she can still fight pretty bad. So,
Oh,
That power, it is not of this realm.
Nor are you.
If I only had my crown, it would be you who would kneel before me.
Then
Bend the knee.
Show me.
What?
it's you have to be worthy.
I can't decide if you're brave or stupid.
Don your crown, and we shall find out.
Yeah, both. You look like both.
Is it going to work, though?
No.
I mean, he took the power from
It is yes, well, it's really lodged in there, isn't it? Father, please don't do this to me.
Oh, nice. Just like Thor in the rain trying to pull it.
that didn't go so well, did it now?
处决他吗？
Oh, jeez.
Shall we execute?
What is this?
An
What
invitation.
is this?
I would be honored if you would join me for dinner.
bastards.
Yeah, I guess I've been subjected to worse forms of torture. At least your blood won't stain it when I slit your throat.
Red is actually the color of good fortune. Brides even wear it on their wedding day.
I didn't realize you meant to make my imprisonment a life sentence.
I am not proposing marriage, but an alliance. I see in you a fighter, Hela, just like me. The 10 rings were a gift bestowed upon me. Our world is plagued by dangerous forces.
Is that what you take me for? Just another dangerous force?
Your father may have feared the fight in you, but
What's going on here?
Fight
Trying to show her the good things in life.
together. We can protect the world.
Oh, you are a confident one. I'll give you that.
I just know what I want.
Oh.
And what is it that you want?
Oh. Not so fast.
When you're unconscious.
Oh, that was going to happen.
I want her alive.
Oh, parkour.
Parkour.
Oh, she fall. Hey, she fell into the refrigerator box.
What now? Curious. What, are you saying you know a way to get out of here? Oh, I'm sorry. Is that your... Sorry, I was under the impression I was talking to your face.
That little guy, I forget what he's from. Was he in Shang-Chi?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, follow the stars to the north.
Someone correct me if I'm
There
wrong,
are
though.
people still on the throne
For
of
some
Asgard.
reason, I thought maybe Love and Thunder.
Sure, but unless you know of a legion of warriors ready to take up arms in my name... I guess you're not the first ass I've ever followed into battle.
Look at the watches just hanging out over there. Mountains.
You assured me that which I seek was beyond this valley, and yet here we are, a dead end. Into the wood? There won't be a civilization in there for miles. Enchanted. Okay, I'll admit I'm intrigued.
Isn't she in those
this
films?
joyride of yours doesn't bear
The
fruit.
Enchanted movie? I don't know.
Or am I thinking of... I might be really wrong on that. Correct me, folks. I'm thinking Stardust, too. That's
Wrong? What do you mean
kind of what I'm
wrong?
thinking of.
From what?
Well, Stardust was Michelle Pfeiffer.
I'm all sorts of wrong.
Are you thinking of Narnia?
I'm not survived 1,000 years of war to die at the hands of foliage.
Foliage.
Forward? There's no path forward. Oh, sorry, you want me to trust you after you've led me into the enchanted murder forest?
Oh, better get on that horse.
Whew. Good job, horsey.
What do we have here?
Looky what we had.
What do we got
Did you
over
hear
here?
Oh!
Show yourself!
Show yourself.
Oh!
Get worked.
There he is.
She has fallen from my view.
Oh, boy.
What in the world?
I am Jayi. I speak for the Elder Council of Talo.
I am Hela.
We know who you are. Your compatriot filled us in. Our realm is a border protecting the people of Earth from threats of the underworld. Threats like you.
I assure you, I mean no harm.
One cannot fend off darkness with more darkness. Only light.
Yes, it's a lovely sentiment, to be sure.
Ooh.
But if you were to teach me your practice...
Look to the sun. When it reaches its zenith, your training begins.
Yayi, you cannot be serious.
Fear not. We have methods to ensure she won't betray us.
Whoa.
Oh.
Got her dragons.
Wherever Hela is gone, I can no longer see her.
You think her dead at the hands of these mortals?
There is one who is in possession of a great power, 10 rings, that could even destroy a god.
If such power indeed exists on Midgard, there's no telling what its people could be capable of. And our age of peace.
Not on Midgard.
In our age of peace.
Jiaozhi is the art of making something out of nothing, of finding
like a-
infinite
like a paper
possibility
airplane.
in the blankest of canvases.
Also known as origami.
Unity, peace. Only through them will you discover what it is you truly seek.
I'm sorry, did you mean to make me a master of martial arts or dry cleaning?
Both. Looks like a little airbending practice.
I told you to overthrow Wenwood.
Or what?
So I can take his 10 rings for myself, use them to seek vengeance on my father.
Vengeance.
Or what?
So I can assume the throne of Asgard and continue my conquest of the universe.
And when all the realms across the cosmos have finally been conquered,
Then what?
Please. There! That's enough!
He is born with the heart of a fighter. The king must tame his threats to ensure that they fight for him.
what is it you hope to find at the end of your next great conquest?
A little interesting flashback there.
Freedom from control.
Freedom!
The freedom to choose my own path.
Now you're ready to begin. As you can,
The training.
everything in life pertains to our practice.
I think they're going to do the splits between the trees with the ropes.
Oh, they should.
And our practice
Or the
pertains to everything.
Hey, those flowers are pushing you back real quick, aren't they?
The breath in your lungs. When your mind is at peace, you can see the lessons. Not bad. You still have a lot to learn.
Well, just gonna use the force on her.
Father? Oh, no.
Father,
that age.
Dodd.
Leaving so soon, your training is far from complete.
Odin terrorizes the countryside in my name. He seeks the 10 rings. He must be stopped.
The Talo are guardians.
He must be stopped.
Without a fight, I'm no one.
If you choose this path, you will walk it alone.
No, my father.
Dave
chose-
Batista's in the house.
If I ever wish to be free to choose my own, then I must face him, with or without you.
A bit of approval there.
Hell,
Oh boy.
My dear girl, when you disappeared from Heimdall's view, we thought the worst. Embrace me, daughter. I have come far to avenge your name.
Or if you come for the fancy bracelets.
10 rings do not belong in these primitive hands. Return to my side, Hela, and we shall bring Midgard under our protection.
No.
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 Leave this place and never return.
I am your father and your king.
You had your throne, so you threw away your sword, forgetting that she was your own daughter. I will no longer be party to your conquest. We need to separate him from Gungnir.
who's Gungnir?
That is.
That is.
Nice. This is going to be a battle.
Interesting that they made him basically the antagonist.
Ooh, got him.
So
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
What is this?
A wise woman once taught me that darkness cannot fend off darkness. Only light can.
We are here to prove her right.
I knew I should have locked you away.
Jeez.
Always go with your first instinct. You taught me that.
Oh. Push kick.
Take it easy, Dodd.
Oh, got her. Oh, it's wild how he keeps calling it back.
That was almost borderline
Oh.
shadows of a Thanos fight.
Whoa. Whoa.
Nice.
Oh,
right.
Big
Jeez, that's your
In the daughter a
daughter.
few times.
Fine, I.
Now she got her wish.
Whoa. Ooh, that's a lot to fend off.
He got one. Woo!
So he's gonna do that same move.
Oh,
Oh! What a 10 rings say to the face!
Punch.
Please, Father, let us end this violence once and for all.
Oh, she's gonna be worthy?
Oh, wow, they made him dirty in this. Like, real dirty.
Oh. Well, you've
goddamn daughter.
You've been playing God of War, and Odin is an ass.
No god should have dominion over death who has so little appreciation for life.
Oh, back to full strength.
Powers activated.
Oh, wow. Instead
that's
of
a
a
different
dark
color.
green, it's
the light.
white and white.
She looks like a Warhammer Titan.
You know what? Kind of.
I sent you here to learn, to grow, and in the end, you eclipsed even my wildest expectations. The throne is yours, if that is indeed what you seek. You have earned it.
Only from there can I unmake your empire. It will take time, eons even, but when I'm finished, the
Eons.
9 realms will know freedom. And the
I am
cosmos.
Hela the White.
Whatever has happened to you, my child, my once great executioner.
I gave peace a chance.
There, on an ancient battlefield, a man and a
Interesting.
mortal and a goddess, the Ten Rings and the armies of Asgard forged an alliance and built an empire that would span the cosmos, an empire not of conquerors,
Oh, we can get our tie-in.
liberators whose campaign across the universe would forever prove
Oh, look at
even
that.
the darkest of hearts can come
Our
to
little
know
guy there
peace.
flying in the back.
Sure is.
Yep. Hey,
Oh, wow.
Huh.
that was interesting.
You know, but still not a big tie-in to one continuous story yet.
No, it did not. And that's what
And
surprised
that's okay.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
That is okay. No posts. Just always double checking when it comes to Marvel.
Yeah, you never can be too sure with that.
Yeah, I'm glad we got some more Hela because she had a run in just the one film, and then it was
Yeah,
game
well,
over.
It was great
but
to see Kate back, too.
yeah, well, and I don't know about you guys, but I just remember Hela being like so bad, so evil, and so powerful. For me, this was a big switch. Maybe it was for you as well to see Hela in this role. So that was pretty wild. And you know, it had been a minute since we had seen Shang-Chi. Last, I saw it when we did it here on the channel, and gosh, that was probably almost 2 years ago now, I think, or something like that. That was the last time that I saw Shang-Chi. So I was trying to kind of remember, okay, did this happen in the movie? How did this play out? There was a couple of scenes that I remembered, but this was a really nice mix. And I was so skeptical the first couple of minutes. I'm like, there's no way Hela is going to turn good. This is impossible. She's going to get the 10 rings for herself, and then maybe she'll become like a high-level baddie that our collection of assembled heroes that we've had through the season here have to battle. But that wasn't the case. She became Hela the White, as it would be. And I thought it was a really fun twist on it. Like you said, Diamond Dave, she was only in the one movie that we had and just, crushed it. It was, kicked Thor's ass, pretty bad. And it was a nice twist with the 10 rings here and, how that all kind of tied in. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more from the rings, but again, 25 to 28 minute show. I get it. It's a one-off, so I'm not going to, gripe too much about it, but only because I was such a fan of it. So maybe I'm being a little bit selfish there and wanting to have more of that. But, we had our fun little creature guy back, the headless little flying. I
can't remember the name.
Fluff ball, I guess he'd be. I don't know, a fluff ball with 6 legs. So this one was a lot of fun. And at this point, I'm convinced now that, this was episode 7. I'm convinced now they're all going to be standalones. Maybe there'll be a tie-in at the last episode, but I don't think we're going to see it like we did in season 1, where we have multiple episodes part of a continuous story, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with, the individual episodes and individual stories. We saw it with the last one where they took a bit of a chance on a character that, none of us knew and had to do everything from origin story to main story to kind of where they ended up. So I'm all for it. And this one was definitely a lot of fun. Oak, you mentioned it, how we had very minimal expectations for this show starting with season 1. And it's been just a gigantic surprise with what it's delivered.
Yes.
Morris was the name of the
Morris.
Morris.
Now, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Morris. We got to see Morris again.
Morris the
man.
cat.
Much apologies to Morris for not remembering that. No, this was a lot of fun and interesting because it was basically, Odin did the same thing to Thor, just did it to Hela, but we saw that instead of Loki being there to be then the mischief and cause all the chaos that Thor had to do his redemption story, it was Odin that came down and was the antagonist, the whole time. We saw Hela go in and learn that, it's not always, darkness isn't always the answer. So I thought that was really fun and interesting in how they turned her from a heel to a baby face. So
surprising.
It's very surprising. And how she then developed a new power that for her being immortal at this point before she earned her crown. And then we saw that it wasn't dark green or black anymore. It was white and full of light. So and even Odin's like, you far exceeded my expectations. And so I love that then that started a whole new trend of that they're going to protect everyone and they're going to know freedom, instead of Odin was like, we're the protector, but they don't have much freedoms, and that's why he wanted to get rid of the 10 rings. And it was cool seeing more with the 10 rings. We're hoping we can get that more into live action. We're all looking forward to that. And I mean, and not just us, I'm sure there's more out there too. They want to see those 10 rings in action even more. So hopefully this is kind of a jump start to that, so that way we start seeing them in the live action movies on the next phase of the MCU. But yeah, another really good episode, and Cate Blanchett, amazing as always.
Can't believe they booked her.
Yeah, regardless of whether this was a standalone or part of a continuing story leading into the end of the season, I thought this was really well done. She's not usually somebody that we see in much of a positive light. So for them to kind of do that 180 throughout the story, I think was cool. Seeing her in the white at the end was definitely cool. We got our guy Morris. I also thought it was an interesting twist how when she landed on Earth, they didn't immediately reject her. I mean, of course, we saw, a little bit of conflict there, but at the end it's like, know what? We'll train her up and get her ready for battle. And, I feel like with these, with these sorts of characters, I feel like it's more common and it's easier to write them turning from good to bad, the heel turn. Mm-hmm. And then at some point they see the light or, hear the words Martha and they come back,
to good, yeah.
And they're back to good. But to take a character that we've known for being on the evil side, I think we can all agree, and, have her arc be going down a good path, I think that's really creative writing. I wasn't sure with the title whether she was actually going to take hold of the 10 rings.
It was kind of misleading a little bit.
It was a little bit. I mean, that's kind of the thing. So when we started and she got banished,
it did give a question mark.
Hela found the 10 rings. Never mind. But so I was thinking she's going to get cast out to Earth, get a hold of the rings, and that's going to be her new power. Whether she can, travel back to Asgard with that, or then take on, her father, would have been another story. So a little bit of misdirection, I guess maybe you could say, but it worked out well. I thought this was another fun one.
Yeah, it was good to see Hela back. I feel like, at least for my taste, it would have been nice to keep her around for maybe future films or TV shows. But of course, we saw what happened in Thor. She went bye-bye. So to see her in here, and granted, it is a multiverse that we're in right now, so maybe a variant can come back and she's back for future projects. But I doubt that'll happen. But for here, pretty cool to see a baby-faced Hela. I will also, like you guys, I was kind of curious if she was actually going to get those 10 rings and then get her helmet back and then just have
tons of power.
Yeah.
But I do like the route they took here with this. Seeing Odin basically be the antagonist into the end, right? That was very interesting because he was going pretty hard on her in that fight scene. So it was just like, man, is he really trying to take her out here, your daughter? So
She still fights like shit.
yeah. So good to see that. Overall, the episode was very entertaining. Good to see some Shang-Chi stuff in there because I'm actually hoping we get a second film sooner than later because that first film to me was pretty entertaining. So overall, another very entertaining episode of What If, because I do love exploring these in this medium here for the animations because they do put a very entertaining, fun spin on it. And some of these, if not all of them, do make you question like, man, what if this was in a film? So
I love the callbacks to Thor, but then even at the end to Avengers where they showing the whole, Gamora with Thanos and like they're coming in hot, presumably to stop Thanos dead in his tracks. But that was pretty cool to show that whole side of it as well.
Yeah, because there's been a few episodes, I think, where they've shown a team or individuals going after Thanos to stop him in some way or in some different version. They've been going after him. So that's interesting. I wonder if that's going to play out later or not.
Well, we will find out, and we are definitely here for it. We'll catch you guys on the next one. So for Appleton Oak, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the answer. Like I said, we'll catch you on the next one, pals.
To be or not to be.
There's Tom.
But it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take on.
This is from the decathlon in Billy Madison.
Acting, thank you.
Look at that collar.
That is not acting.
The puffy shirt. Cabbages.
Aye, there's the rub.
It's another ring. There is.
It starts. Move, quick, go.
Dread of something after death. The understop.
Oh.
It wasn't in the first
jeez.
Oh.
So nice of me to drop in.
Lucky you.
Oh.
Thought it was somebody else that had the golden lariat.
I love how Peggy was the only one to do anything.
Thor, my queen.
Just like Cliffhanger.
It was kind of like Cliffhanger, just the other way.
Long live King Thor Odin's son. Long live King Thor Odin's son.
Certainly didn't try very hard, Thor.
My sister is gone, lost to the storms that are tearing our world apart. The storms the Scarlet Witch summoned you to stop. They've only grown stronger each day. She is cursed. Seize her.
What?
That's my Yorick.
Oh, you know what? Peggy is probably the only one with powers.
Want her alive. Summon the witch. I'd have words about her hero.
We shall
Makes
see.
sense. Peggy's the only one with power.
Time. It's more than a linear path. It's a prism.
Oh, got Paul.
Sebastian.
Benedict.
Buddy,
Lake Bill's back.
Then she's Black Widow.
I am the Watcher.
We are.
I am your guide through these vast new realities.
Yes, you are.
What if?
What if?
I would really like to know how many times Jeffrey did that line.
The what if? All right, with a little more flair this time. What if?
A king marred by loss. A soldier on the run. The world on the brink of oblivion. The year is 1602. She is Captain Peggy Carter.
Get Peggy some ODM gear.
Super soldier end up in such a strangely familiar reality. The sad truth is that there are worlds among the multiverse simply meant to die.
Ooh.
Ugh.
A band of heroes gathered together to save their reality. The Scarlet Witch Wanda Maximoff used her powers to reach into a neighboring universe for a warrior, one willing to face impossible odds to save a dying reality that's not her own. A hero like Captain Peggy Carter.
Oh.
There's our tie-in.
Okay.
There we go.
But now, after weeks of trial and error, she stands alone, on the run, with no way home, no place to go, nothing.
I can hear you. Do you need something? I'm kind of busy.
Peggy, you don't belong here. You're fighting a battle you can't possibly understand.
2 time periods, the 1600s and the early 21st century, have been compressed, stuck together like 2 pieces of gum.
You do know.
Periods, this universe will shatter. What's that for?
I'm going to take you back to your universe.
I'm not leaving.
Take my hand if you want to live.
I've watched millions fade from existence.
Pruning the tree.
Good point. Very good point, Quinn.
My liege. The
My liege.
their number across the globe.
I'm gonna task.
Well, Groot Groves, you are the finest winery in the land.
This may be our darkest hour, but I will not let it be our last. Not while I am on this throne. I want Carter found.
He's no grandsire.
But I still believe she is the key to our survival.
Yeah, he's got a full face.
Person from a time that is still to come.
Poppycock. Mind your affliction.
Hogan.
A future person.
More of a
There's
lost
Favreau.
has fallen through time.
A Forerunner.
Unaware that their presence.
Nice, reliable automobile.
And how, pray tell, shall we?
Pray tell.
Oh, Wex!
Morning, Tony.
5 more minutes.
Oh, I can't wait to see the 1602 tech.
Stuff gives off an energy.
Probably radioactive.
Ooh, wait.
Look at his collar.
I love your made-up words. I need more of this.
Made up words.
Come on. Come on.
You think this Forerunner would share the same energy as the Rips?
Can you trace it?
In theory, yes. But in reality, the magic needed to power such a device.
No arc reactors in 1602.
Again with the beautiful gibberish.
I mean, there's some other characters in it, but really the play's about Iago. Champagne?
Was this Robin Hood?
Three Musketeers?
Good morrow, Prince Loki. Your carriage.
Captain America.
Roger's Hood.
Roger's Hood.
Whoa, what treasure is this? Victoria sponge, pineapple cakes, marzipan. Buck, they got marzipan.
Bucky.
Not the cake, Lang.
Well, maybe you are. Ooh, there's pie, too.
Mine is champagne. It's very expensive.
It's been partial to whiskey, but, well, champagne will suffice, I suppose.
Whoa. It cannot be.
Oh, but it is.
Be some trickery. Or a ghost. For my maid Margaret passed to the other side many moons ago.
I'm dead in this world? That's great.
What?
Quick, come on, with haste, while they're lost in each other's eyes.
While they're lost in each other's eyes.
With haste. Oh, he's still got the treasure.
Hi.
Hi. Is there someplace we can talk? I swear, I can explain everything.
Have you guys tried these eclairs? They're amazing. They'll blow your mind. Great stealing, everyone.
Chin chin.
At this point, being in the wrong place at the wrong time is my specialty.
I must ask, in your world, is there another Steve Rogers?
He's a big Saints fan.
Yes.
Tell me what he's like.
Who dat?
I don't think I will. Will you help me? I know I'm not.
I don't think I will.
Want to save this world too?
I said that at the end of Endgame.
Endgame.
Man, we've got company.
The Pims.
Look at this.
Oh.
Royal Yellow Jacket.
Oh, great, it's that freak Hogan. Hi.
Well, the rest is up to you. Assassin's discretion.
Oh, how does that not take him out?
Stupid gnats. Can't stand copycats.
Don't worry, Lang. You cornered the market on being a pest.
How about them?
Bucky with the terrible one-liners still.
Nice.
At this point, I'd be disappointed if he doesn't have
Right,
it.
he can't turn it around now.
That's his thing now.
About the king hating you.
He thinks I killed his sister.
Yeah, that would do it.
Oh! Whoa!
Oh, we've seen that move before.
Martin sends his regards, Hogan.
Oh, look at that.
Fully auto crossbow.
Oh, is he gonna turn into the purple?
The
Purple Hulk?
Purple Hulk, yeah.
Oh, did we just win? I think we just won. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Nope.
It's got to be Tony.
No,
I
that's
see
that
now that I was wrong.
from the first Thor.
Thor, yeah.
Run!
Well, you were wondering what kind of powers they had in this time.
Surprising.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Carter, you won't win this.
Carter.
Best to surrender and beg for mercy.
I'll buy you time.
My lady, I will not abandon you here.
Lady.
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 Man, you heard the lady. Retreat.
What's up, ugly? Huh? Small guy on an ant.
Oh, I didn't think this through.
What?
Oh, jeez. Let's nuke those guys.
Hey, watch the blood pressure, Hogan.
Oh, almost a bit of a sling blade there.
Hogan, I'm trying to save this world and your king. You know, in another world, we're all friends. Me, you, stop.
Halt!
Stop. Halt.
Well, I'm a compatriot with that madman Stark? Well, that would be a farce to see.
Farce.
A farce to see. Back at the palace.
Oh.
Ooh, Red Skull sharpening his blade.
Please, you must know who it is.
Peggy, I'm unable to see the coming events clearly when a universe is close to extinction. I'm sorry. This world is destined to die.
Come on now.
Nothing is over.
What if the world doesn't magically correct itself? What if it's the final straw that destroys this universe? What if, when the universe resets, you're trapped here forever?
What if?
What if you die?
It's worth
A lot of
shot.
what ifs.
Nice.
Because I'm Captain Cut.
There it is.
I was wondering if those were even going to be able to hold her.
Get out of my way.
Broke those all along, maybe?
Oh, she had to have a chat first.
Those guys didn't stand much of a chance, did they?
Zero chance.
Here we go.
Good job, Peggy.
And there goes the door.
Oh, this guy's got some pretty sweet armor. Oh.
I will smite you.
I will crown you.
World, noisy people wrong.
Noisy people wrong.
Is this grain alcohol? At sunrise?
Really picks you up, doesn't it? And a few pints last night, which led me to finishing my greatest.
What is it?
Oh, that's Duck.
Storm of the castle's kind of our thing.
Steve.
My lady.
My lady.
Touching. Would have gone with a sonnet, personally.
You guys are so cute. What's the plan?
Tony will lie in wait with the device. We get the stone.
And save the world.
Exactly.
It's just that simple.
And he's a clever man.
It's still pitching us.
Another tank.
The storm is upon us.
Now or never. What's the signal?
Tony said we'd know it when we saw it.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Signal.
Signal. Signal.
Come on, Buck. Together we'll teach them to dance macabre.
Tally-ho.
Man, I love to swashbuckle.
Swashbuckle.
My king, we are short on time.
Coming through, make a hole. Hey, I'm walking here.
I'm walking in here.
Your face revolts! You jackanapes! Spawn 3, Chute 9!
Dude, I swear he probably searched every word he could say from 1602.
Uh-oh.
Well, great job, Rogers. You made him mad. Good luck. Whoa. Hogan, easy.
Oh, here comes the purple Hulk.
Oh, shit. I wasn't sure if he was going to be turning into
Yeah,
the
if we were going to be getting that again.
Well, when I saw the veins in his neck.
I trusted you once. My sister trusted you. We all trusted you. You failed us. Fetch me the old father.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Steve, we have trouble.
Got a little trouble of my own.
Strength.
Oh, give me a break. You're more of a drama queen than your brother.
Bless.
That is too. Oh.
Oh.
Easy. I could get you a new feather.
Oh, there we go.
Cool. Hulk versus Hulk.
Hulk smashed the. Come on.
But not as mean as my fisticuffs.
Here we go.
There we go.
Oh, Red Skull there again.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of want to see this in live action in 1605.
1602 would be even better.
02. I keep getting hung up on the 5.
I just want to see live action, milady.
Milady.
Thor's pretty badass having a sword. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, he looks pretty cool with that.
Oh, Fred Scallion! Scalpel! Ne'er-do-well poltroon!
He had to have just
Shut thy mouth.
I'm sorry, my king, but we're out of time.
Wanda Merlin.
Treason!
Get the scepter to Stark. Here we go.
We should spend one reaction just talking like from the 1600s.
You gotta be kidding me.
Dog,
It's only a failure if it explodes.
hurry.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Thor's
Not good.
about to light some shit up.
But it's gonna take you, I think.
Look at that.
The way he's running. Oh boy.
We freeze time? What did we do?
It's him.
I remember a battle. We were fighting a monster.
Oh.
No way.
I went to strike with my shield and hit one of the stones instead.
Oh. Well, this is cool.
I can't lose you again.
We both know what I need to do.
It never gets easier.
My lady.
My lady.
We never get our happy ending.
I'm sure somewhere out there we do.
It's got to find the right branch.
Whoa.
Want me to gloat? Tell me that I'm stuck here forever?
Nah, I just thought you could use a friend.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, Peg, have I got a story to tell you?
Oh,
To
boy.
be continued. I knew it. I knew it.
In the old-timey
Old English.
Hey, I wonder how this last one's going to end, gentlemen.
There we go.
That was a fun one.
That
I had a lot of fun with that one.
That was really
That
fun,
was a really fun twist. And
lady.
I need to get an opinion from the folks if they preferred Thor with a sword, an axe, or a hammer. Because I know this was animated, but you give Chris Hemsworth a big ass two-handed sword in real life that shoots lightning from it. That's pretty badass. So for me, I preferred him with the sword here. I thought that was awesome. I know the hammer's legendary. I know, but in this case, I thought it was pretty cool. And then this was a lot of fun. They got to play off the whole Robin Hood, King Arthur, Merlin, that whole kind of genre. That was a lot of fun. I was wondering how the technology was going to come into play. You know, we kind of joked about it a little bit before.
Flux capacitor.
Whether or not Iron Man was going to be, made out of wood or what he was going to be. It was interesting. They had the villain from Thor that shot the energy beam out of its head. That was interesting that was there. but the kind of the way they did the setup with everybody jumped in was pretty interesting into this time period. So I like that. But yeah, I mean, What If just continues to deliver. Every episode is a lot of fun. We've talked about before how it's a nice compact story in and of itself, relatively self-contained, but I think we are building towards the last episode here with Doctor Strange showing up at the end. So that's a lot of fun. And look, I'm just excited to see what they do next. Are we going to be in a different time period? Where's our final episode going to take place? Because this one was a blast. I loved Paul Rudd's character in here. He was a lot of fun. So for me, again, What If just continues to deliver.
Yeah, this was, I mean, one of the more fun episodes. I mean, we've had a lot of great episodes throughout the 2 seasons. We had a couple of movie callbacks. This one was Scarlet Witch was, Merlin was Wanda Merlin. So I thought that was pretty cool. Roger's Hood. You still had Hulk being Hulk and Hogan being the Purple Hulk, which that was great to see them duke it out, which was great. And then even Hogan going, "Oh, Craze Stark? I would never." There's no way. It's like, what? You guys are best of friends from her world. So that was great. And I love the fact that Peggy can talk to the Watcher. So they have their conversations. And once again, he's trying to say it's an unwinnable war. It's inevitable that this world is going to be no more. And once again, you put something that in front of her that she can go against, she will prove you wrong every time. And so it was fun just seeing all the characters in 1602. Especially, I swear, John, I don't know if it was make the cut or not, but Jon Favreau had to look up dang near every single word that they said during that time. So that way he could slip it in throughout the whole thing. I mean, the whole time they're fighting, he was saying all these random different words that they didn't even really show his mouth. So I'm assuming he just got in the sound booth and just went nuts on all those words. So then even the point where she's from the future and telling Tony Stark different words from the future, and he's like, "Ha!" I love all your weird words that you're saying. So that was just great. But Thor, it seemed like he didn't have his normal powers because when Helga got taken up, it seemed like he did nothing, like he had 0 powers, but maybe it was what lied in the sword. I don't know. And I love that he asked for the hammer, and Loki, while yawning, I was like, I misplaced it. I love Loki, and this was the trained actor, and he kept on talking about his one play, which I don't think it would ever come out. But yeah, this episode was so much fun, and I can't wait to see where it goes into the next one, as obviously we saw Doctor Strange at the end. So what another good episode. I'm thoroughly enjoying this series.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I mean, as far as the level of creativity that these writers have to come up with, every episode is unique in its own right. But this one, of course, when we think of superheroes, especially Iron Man, and we think of the modern tech that he uses and how's that going to play out. We still did have a little bit of tech that we saw used at the end. He created a glove for Miss Carter. Yeah, Peggy Carter. And that was pretty interesting. Not sure how he made that. But look, it was a lot of fun. I liked Hulk smash so they used kind of all the old Shakespeare time terms and kind of ways of expressing things in the English language. So I thought that was a lot of fun. I gotta say, Thor with the sword is pretty. It is pretty bad. It just gives more He-Man vibes when he has a sword, which is pretty cool. I popped a few times when we had everybody with the Shakespeare collars on. Of course, if you don't know the reference, go watch our 10 Things I Hate About You for one of the most gut-busting laughs we've ever experienced on this channel. But in any regard, just another really creative episode. I'm glad we got a to be continued. Throughout the course of this series, we've seen episodes be standalones, and we've seen a handful where they spread it out, of course, or rather across a couple different episodes, and it looks like they're going to be continuing this one moving forward. A huge shout out to the fact that they threw in the term flux capacitor. Look, again, one of the big things about this series is they never fail to deliver at least a little bit of fan service. And I'm sure there's a small handful of people that think maybe it's cheap humor or whatever. or just spoon feeding people funny content or whatever. I think it's great. I really enjoy it. They didn't have to do a ton of it in this one, but even just say a futuristic made up word, flux capacitor, which of course nobody knew until November 1955. So many years after, November 5th, 1955. There we go. But in any regard, another really fun episode. Looking forward to wrapping up this season.
Yeah, this one was a fun one. I'm actually intrigued, and it won't ever happen, but I would be intrigued if they did come out with an Avengers 1602, which, by the way, why is it 1602? I know I was hung up on saying 5. Why 1602? There has to be
you.
Well, there has to be something behind that, right, folks? Or is it just nothing?
Could be completely random.
Yeah, probably just random. But let me know. I would actually enjoy live action with these characters back then, because the way they can play off the lines, the way the characters are, with a little bit of light heart they could bring to it, along with some serious tones they could bring with it. I think they could nail it. Again, never going to happen, but I would be intrigued if they ever did that. The story told in here, I thought it was great because we had finally a continuation of one story, which we saw Peggy, whatever episode that was, get sucked in. We were like, oh, okay, well, that must be it. But now we got a tie-in, and we're continuing the tie-in on the last episode, which I'm looking forward to as well, and how they're going to do that. I do enjoy when they get the Watcher involved with the characters, because I can hear
kind of a nice, nice.
Because it's like, well, he's right there. I know we're meant for the audience to see him, but can the characters see him too? Because he's right there.
You can hear me?
You can hear me? So that was pretty cool too. Overall, I can't remember if it was in the first season we were kind of talking about the Tony Stark voice, but the guy's doing, whoever the gentleman is that's doing that is actually pretty good.
Yeah. I wonder if does this, and I'm almost curious as to how that falls under. In recent media, we've seen RDJ talk about the use of his likeness and things like that, and I wonder how that crosses over with voice likeness when they're like, hey. And maybe it was a situation where he's just like, look, guys, I'm not available. I'm not available. It doesn't work.
He could have just signed off on it.
Yeah. Versus, hey, what are you going to pay me? Look, they're willing to shell over money. They got Hemsworth. They got Ruffalo. They got. I mean, they pretty much have gotten everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm curious as to how that works. So if you're somebody who has some insight to that, but yeah, I will say, I mean, it sounds a lot like him. A lot like him. So
looking forward to that last one. Wonder what they're going to do for like any kind of references and everything in there.
See the tie. And well, that's the beauty of it. We get all these different stories. They're a nice, compact 20, 25-minute story. They have the freedom to do so many different things. So it makes for a great time.
Oh, by the way, that was a cool tie-in too from Infinity War, where Rogers hit the time stone and just
the shield.
That's how we got here. So I thought that was actually cool that they used a moment like that. Not that they haven't already,
right?
But that specific moment,
that's kind of
in
a
here.
big
That was
one.
pretty cool.
I also like the "I don't think I will" that they had to throw in there. That was also.
I don't think I will.
That was awesome. So,
all right,
look at that. We got one more episode to go for this season. We're going to see how it all winds up and get us geared up for season 3. Oh, we got to wait for that for a little bit, but
not too much longer.
We're here for it. We are definitely here for it. So, for Abdul, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. Catch you on the next one, pals.
1602.
05.
Thanks to a hero from an entirely different universe, Captain Peggy Carter, a warrior out of her own time, the super soldier from World War II who thrust herself into the future, saving her world but leaving behind the love of her life. It was a loss that could have consumed her, but instead, it fueled her to become a hero. But even 400 years from home, she's not alone.
Your timing couldn't be better, old friend.
See his face.
Even Strange had been on a difficult journey of his own. In his pursuit to save Christine Palmer, he destroyed his soul.
Punish me, not the world, not Christine.
Now, two legends must band together to face a threat unlike any the multiverse has ever faced.
Oh, time.
Find out who it is.
Welcome to my humble abode, Sanctum Infinitum.
This is certainly
Rectum.
rustic.
Damn near
Yeah.
killed.
Has a pizza oven.
Strange, you've been here all alone?
Well, not quite. I've been kind of busy. Let me see here. Infinity Ultron, I think you know, and Thanos. Beings of untold power hell-bent on destroying their universe.
Is there a kid?
You know, the usual.
You're collecting universe killers.
Yeah, well, someone's got to do it.
That's wild.
I think that was a young Star-Lord.
Yeah.
Saving the multiverse one universe at a time, huh?
I knew you'd understand. But look, there is actually something I need your help with.
Strange, I'd rather go home.
It's a bit embarrassing, to be honest.
One of them's escaped.
Yeah. How did you know?
Gremlins, aliens. Well, anything, and something always escapes.
Great, then you'll help me save the world, or several.
Several?
Yeah, the Watcher intoning that meddling in the multiverse is always, always a mistake.
Ah, come on, Peg. I know he's a fifth-dimensional being with that big head and that soothing voice. I mean, what? Are you going to tell me that it was wrong of you to save the world of 1602?
He's got a point.
So, who's our bad guy?
Our bad guy is a she, Captain Carter.
Wait, Strange, why can't you just do this?
Because you, my friend, are an unknown. She'll see me coming a mile off. And here. Bing.
Ah, thank you.
Don't mention
Nice.
Well, Peggy, you'll go find her, then I'll be able to bring you both back here.
Who are we looking for?
Strange, how will I know it's her?
Oh, trust me, you'll know.
Oh, that's a...
I love the riddles. Like, why can't you just tell me who it is?
Because it's got to be a surprise for the audience.
You guys missed your chance back there with saying,
I think she'd want a hat or some earmuffs.
she's a super soldier.
It's a heated suit.
Oh,
Yep.
Should be out.
Oh,
Look
oh,
at that.
skulls up there.
We'll just switcheroo to Mount Rushmore.
Well, look who it is. You here to help for a change, or just to narrate?
The bomb at Project Rebirth packed a bigger bang in this universe. Neither you nor Steve Rogers survived. Without Captain Carter or Captain America to stop them, Hydra unleashed the Tesseract's powers, won the war, and destroyed the world in the process.
Oh, congratulations.
You're here to narrate.
It's my job.
Narrate. Not narrate. Narrate.
What are you doing here, Captain?
Watch out for crevasses.
Strange found a way to watch and see. He's getting involved, making a difference.
Just be careful. I don't think I can bear to narrate what might happen next.
Oh, boy.
We're getting right to it.
All right, show yourself.
Come on, Peg, you're better than this.
If you insist on ending this in a fight, you will regret it.
Oh.
Yeah, very good. That was a good one.
Yep. Getting worked, Peggy.
My turn.
Oh.
Hey, isn't this...
Yep, this is our new character.
Yep.
Let me guess.
Took me a
He
minute
asked
with the
you to help
blue.
him save
Yeah.
the multiverse.
To save it from you. Why'd you ask?
I'm not a universe killer. He is.
Because remember, at the end of hers...
My name is Gohordi, and I think we can help each other.
Peggy Carter.
That delusional or that honored us is lying to you.
What?
Oh no.
Peggy, move!
Well, that was quick.
Good job, Carter. Nice work finding her for me.
Strange, what's going on?
Just tying up loose ends.
Did he tell you about the Forge?
What forge?
Don't listen to her. She's trying to trick you.
He isn't just targeting universe killers. He's gathering righteous heroes too.
What? Strange, what does she mean?
Ignore her.
He's feeding everyone to the Forge.
Enough.
She's going to get in the way. Step in, Peggy.
He's driven himself mad.
No.
Strange isn't trying to save universes. He's trying to resurrect his universe. The one he destroyed.
I will not let you stop me.
I cannot be stopped.
Oh, you're going to have to step in here, Peggy.
Strange, come to your senses.
I have to do this.
But this is madness.
Oh, come on, Peggy. You know you do the same thing for Steve.
Well, she really hasn't.
No. She's let him go multiple times.
times.
Peggy, please.
That crazy look in your eye, Strange.
Never do this for Steve. And Steve Rogers wouldn't want me to.
Yeah.
The cost is too high.
Too high.
I think.
Grand scheme of things.
Well, episode over. No.
It's a small price to pay.
Oh boy.
Don't do this!
You're just gonna have to run up there. Yep.
Oh,
this is
oh.
game over here.
It's better this way.
Strange has creative control this episode.
Doofus.
Was that a cowboy Loki?
Oh, she's gonna break him out. Oh no!
They're releasing everyone.
Oh,
Star-Lord.
Well, that should keep him busy.
Well, you
now
should
they all
watch
just
out,
start
too.
fighting each other.
We need to destroy that forge before he feeds the prisoners to it.
Hang on tight.
Ooh. There's Purple Hulk. Whoa.
Rocket.
What's this?
Did you hear
Yes.
that? I was hoping I hadn't.
Oh, is that zombie Scarlet Witch?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Yep, it's the zombies.
Fantastic. Be careful. They're...
Yeah, I know. Zombies are pretty universal.
I love it.
Whoa.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, great.
Here we go!
Don't get bit.
Aim for the head, Peggy.
Oh shit.
Where'd they go?
Just like that? No. Oh, that was wild.
What did you do?
It's not me.
Zombies! Now kneel.
The last woman to demand that of me?
That's the old Hela we know.
I'm the goddess of death.
Ooh.
Is that Vicky?
Vicky Guerrero. Ah!
Oh.
You.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
So now slowly back out.
Strange.
He's
Yep.
coming.
Leave them to the warden. Let's go!
There's got to be more that they encounter. Come on. Oh.
Oh.
Peggy!
Uh-oh. Wait, what?
Worked in reverse.
I didn't do that either.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's right.
Stones.
Yeah.
We'll need that infinity armor if we're going to stand a chance against Strange.
Dude, that's such just a crazy sound.
Yeah.
Okay, that was me.
Where'd you send him? Come on.
Oh.
Right into the pit.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I didn't see that one coming.
Oh, fits like a glove. This should be even the odds.
Power feels good, doesn't it?
Yes.
Like a glove.
Strange has started the forge.
We have to stop him now before he feeds the prisoners to it.
I like the shoulder pads.
Well, now they did say in Loki that the stones only have power in their universe.
Well, at the office,
This
there are
is what if, so.
Yeah.
Well, at the office, there are paperweights.
You changed your outfit. Pretty cool. It's a good look on you.
Oh.
Okay, that was good. Oh, come on. I thought you were just warming up.
Stop hurting my dragons.
Nice. Oh.
Knee to the face. It's like a BTE trigger.
Far too long, Strange. Perhaps
Don't you
you've forgotten.
dare.
There are more of us than there are of you.
That's the thing.
Uh-oh.
There aren't.
Here we go. He's gonna do it. Me, me, me.
That's a great idea.
All right. Oh, it's a party.
All this to make one super soldier?
Is this real?
What? Of course it is. Nazis are on the march across Europe. We need to even the odds.
Did have the Infinity Stones.
Agent Carter, wouldn't you be more comfortable in the booth?
Stay with me, Peg.
Steve.
Stay. We'll win the war. You and me, Peg. We can finally be together.
Oh, what is that?
To the end of the line.
Do you see that butterfly? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not really a dream.
An illusion.
Oh, he is the master of illusions.
See what you've chosen.
See what you made me do?
Uh-oh.
He's beating them to the forge. No!
Oh, that's a lot.
Well, just reverse time.
I could portal them all home.
And portal.
Hadouken.
Use the stones, Peggy.
Use that
the
time stone.
Oh! It's gonna get them sick.
It's like one of those rides at the roller coaster park where you
Yep.
go
Oh,
up
look at
And
drop.
reality.
And back up.
There, she's using it.
I mastered that one a long time ago.
Time to throw your...
My world must be reborn, or countless others will die.
Don't do this.
I gave you a choice, Peggy Carter. They will feed my machine. I must
Is
resurrect.
Helga gonna do something here?
Oh, throwing all the
boy.
goodies.
Oh,
rings.
The rings.
Hammer.
You know, she's only got 2 arms, right?
Yeah, well, you put those 10 rings on and then everything else.
Well, some.
Oh!
Oh, Strange, you're getting
Yeah,
worked,
he's
pal.
starting to lose it. Yeah,
What the hell is going on here?
Happening.
We're gonna see that form that he had before.
Nothing is over. Ah! Jesus.
You cannot stop me.
Oh, damn. You shall not pass. Superman punch.
Oh, wow.
It's driving them all out of him. Demons out!
It's gonna explode. You built this. Come on, Strange. There has to be a way to stop it.
I can't.
You can.
Life is too strong.
It's self-sustaining.
Beyond my control.
Christine wouldn't want this.
No. What do I do?
It was almost like Venom.
Ah, just let her go. Lost cause now.
R1.
Oh, good grip.
It's gonna have the whip on the leg.
We didn't lose Peggy, did we?
No, never.
I take it this means I'm not dead.
And neither is Cohorty. I sent her back to her home universe.
So this is where you do all your watching.
All right.
Will they get their happy ending?
Strange's plan worked.
Yes, but at the cost of his life.
Oh, wow.
You saw it, didn't you? The forge.
The multiverse didn't need me to intervene, Peggy. It just needed you. Ready, finally, to get back to your universe.
I am. Perhaps we could take the scenic route home. Surely
Hmm.
there's something worth seeing along the way.
Of course
Maybe.
there is.
Captain, just you watch.
Season 3.
Look at that tree.
There's the tree.
Loki?
That's the only thing I can think of from the end of the
Loki,
the
and
series.
season 2.
Is
Either
there
way,
any-
season 3 is coming, and
Is there
I
any-
did like how they kept the Strange story
Is there any
through season 2.
any sort of? I mean, I highly doubt it, but you never know because it's the end of season 2. Oh, okay.
Nothing.
You know.
No, that is it.
Nada.
Oh. I mean, I don't know what they would have put, but it would have been fun. Like that also Strange survived or something. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean that's going to be the big question. I think that that I have going into season 3 is, did Strange make it? I don't know if any of you out there have any other big questions as
Again, it's
you know,
what if.
yeah,
So-
right. As it relates to this season going into number 3, again, we kind of asked before with season 1 going into 2, was it going to be completely separate? Was there going to be a couple of tie-ins here or there? So it'll be interesting to see how 2 goes into 3, because she did say, oh, maybe we can take the scenic route, which, you know, I mean, that's got to be, you know, we're going to be having some adventures here in season 3, I would think. But this was a really good finish to the season. I did like the end of season 1, I think, a little bit more, just because it felt a little bit more epic, because we did have like a 3 or 4 episode build up to that final episode, whereas with this one it only kind of felt like maybe 2 or so episodes with a couple of hints from some previous episodes. That being said, I still really enjoyed this. We had some epic fight scenes. We got to have Kahore back helping out Peggy, which was cool. And it was kind of neat in that battle when Peggy released all the different variants of our heroes and our villains and everybody in between that we've seen. So that was a lot of fun. But, you know, in the end, it was Strange's desire to have Christine back, and that's been driving everything for him and pretty much caused all this to a certain extent. So that was pretty wild. Again, a lot of fun. You know, What If has been a really fun ride these 2 seasons. This season was no exception. They gave us a lot of different stories. They gave us some laughs. They gave us some throwbacks. They gave us some references to movies that were a lot of fun. So I'm just excited for the next one. And again, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again, the freedom they have with these to pretty much do whatever they want in whatever universe, in whatever timeline, with whatever characters, with whatever mix-up, they can do it all. So it's a limitless, you know, a limitless buffet to pull from of all the stories of some of your favorite Marvel superheroes. So this has been great. I loved it. A lot of fun. Big thumbs up for me.
Yeah, you know what's great about this is like you can take from any and all comic books that have been out there for different timelines, different stories that they told. You know, hell, you could almost get like Deadpool kills Marvel, like, because that's one of the comic book storylines you could use. So that's what's been so great about this. They can take stuff from all this stuff and make it their own, like the 1602. I don't think that existed in comic books in anything, and so they brought it to the screen, and it was perfect. It worked perfectly. We got to see a purple Hulk. We got to see, you know, the 1602 Hulks take on each other, and then
a new character,
and then Kahori, a whole new character to me. I mean, you saw that I threw away the encyclopedia because it's What If, so I don't really need the encyclopedia too much. And I looked in there, and she wasn't in there yet. So that's how new of a character was, and so it was a great introduction to her. And then even showing us how powerful she can be in this episode with her and Peggy going against, Sorcerer Supreme Strange. And we should have known Strange was up to no good. I mean, it just seemed like it was all working out too well. He sent Peggy somewhere, not telling her who it is, and it's Kahori, which was great. And we, was it you, I think, said it was at the end of the episode that Strange met up with her. And so then we saw that his evil plan was all to, well, maybe not evil in his eyes, right?
Just
wanted
wanted
because for
Christine
him, he
back.
wanted Christine back. And I mean, he did succeed in the end, but it was just that he wasn't born into it as well to show that, how much, because he even yelled as he was getting pulled in. He was like, do whatever to me. You shouldn't have to hurt my world or Christine. So you had that whole storyline of just Strange wanting to do whatever he could for Christine, and in the end, it came to fruition. But this episode was a lot of fun, especially that big, huge battle between everybody. We even had 2 Thors going against each other, which was amazing. You had all the Hulks fighting. You had the Killmonger come through with having all of his Infinity Stones, and Peggy got him. Then we got to see her with all those powers, and then even at the end, Helga throwing her helmet, Thor throwing the hammer.
It was cool seeing Peggy get all the upgrades.
Oh
from
yeah,
everybody.
the 10
all
rings,
the special items
between her and Kahori. I mean, Diamond Dave has it. Pause on the shot. Got the stones, got the shield, got the helmet. Like total badassery. So this show, it just never seems to not impress me with each episode. I cannot wait for season 3. This was a great one, and I love that they have it open-ended. That Peggy's like, yeah, I'll go home. How about a few detours on the way? Scenic route. And she's going to narrate through the rest of it.
All right. Yeah, I thought this was a lot of fun. A good last episode. I have to disagree with Mason Quinn a little bit, or not necessarily even disagree, but for season 3, I'm kind of hoping that it's just all one-offs. I really like that. And I think that was the unique thing that made this such an easy watch and such a fun watch, is each episode, of course, the previous season, this season, we had a couple that went together, but I think that was so much fun with What If. I was always wondering, well, what are they going to throw next? They do a really good job of telling a quick story, but you don't feel like you're getting sold short as far as I'm concerned. And so I liked the way they did this and that they made it a 2-part episode, but I'm just as good, or rather, you know what I'm saying, like a 2-part or 2 episodes that, continued along the same storyline. But I'm just as good with this series if everyone is its own unique story, and they're all just one-offs that really don't have anything to do with each other than they, contain the superheroes that we know and love. So I think that's one of the really unique things. And I think when we talk about the title of the show and what the whole premise is, What If, I think when you only have a 9-episode season, and if you have 2 or 3 that run into each other, well, they're all playing off the same storyline. And then we just, if you have 3 episodes out of 9 who are all based off of what if it was in 1602, well, now we just chopped the what if scenarios down by 33%. So I like it when they did each its own story, and they were so creative with it that I found myself being excited for, okay, what's the next one going to be? What's the next one going to be? What's the next one going to be? And you can kind of go bing, bing, bing. I know these are dropped weekly, right?
I thought so. If you folks in real time would have to tell us on that one, but I think it's one a week that Disney was doing. Yeah.
So moving forward into season 3, I think that's going to be really exciting, because we're not going to necessarily know, okay, what comes next? What comes next? What's going to be the fun? So again, I understand wanting a continuation of the story as far as building characters and developing a plot and a storyline, but they did such a good job at creating these short, compact stories that didn't feel like that I needed more, if that makes sense. And I think in a lot of shows with a lot of writing styles, a sub 30-minute or right around 30-minute episode, you wouldn't feel like you got a whole story. You would be like, okay, you sold us short on this story. They have done it in such a manner throughout the first 2 seasons where I felt like it was done well.
So you'd be okay, like if, for example, instead of this where we had a couple episodes lead together, or in season 1 where you had 3-4 episodes lead together, you'd be fine like if the finale was like the Gamora episode where she was in Blade Runner.
Yeah,
and it had nothing to do with the rest of it.
Nothing to do, because I get that when you're doing a series, or rather a season finale, like you want it to kind of cap off the season, right? But if you just told us like, hey, it's going to be 9 individual things, they're all going to kind of have like their own fun, plot to it, and tell their own story, and that's that. I'm perfectly good with that. I mean, I'm not complaining, because I liked the way they told this. I'm just so into the level of creativity they're delivering with the what if scenarios, and I said it in previous episodes. It's like you have a whole giant list of column 1, what if, column 2, list every superhero, and column 3, just pull something completely random out of your hat and then put together an episode. Like the Die Hard episode. I mean, it was the one that you never imagined you would get, that you didn't know you needed, and it was so
Everything you
incredible.
wanted and more.
Yeah, so this was cool. It was cool seeing. Look, we've seen before with the Infinity Stones in Killmonger with the Black Panther uniform on, but to see Captain Britain, to see Peggy Carter, and she had her own version of the Infinity Stones, again with the helmet, with the shield, with everything. That was cool. I liked seeing all, kind of these different versions of all the heroes that we know and love. I like Kahori's introduction of a new character, and that's one thing that that honestly I don't think we get enough of, if I'm being honest. And look, I know there's kind of the people who are going to be very nostalgic about the superheroes that they know from their childhood and that they've grown to love over, years or decades or a lifetime even. But I don't think there's anything wrong with bringing in completely new heroes and say, hey, we're going to bring in this new hero. You have to learn about, I don't know what her powers are. She's obviously very fast.
Almost has like a WandaVision type
very
ability.
Very powerful. I don't
uses the
portals.
Tesseract.
I don't know what the complete scope of her powers are, but she seems like a badass, and I think that's really cool. And I'm glad that they did that, because look at some point, and I'm not a comic historian like like Answer or other people, historian enthusiasts.
Yes, they're there.
But look, what if they what if they stopped making superheroes in 1980? Of course, before that we would have had Superman and Batman and whatever heroes came before that. So I don't see the point in stopping making superheroes. It doesn't always have to be about the characters we know and love. I love it when they create new heroes. And look, they're not all going to be winners, right? Like, you might create a new hero and people might be like, well, that was lame, that didn't work out. But how many heroes have we seen over the past 10, 20, 30, 40 years?
All of the boys
that didn't become the super popular ones. I mean, if you really look at the big Marvel characters, I mean, it's a relatively short list compared to an entire encyclopedia that you have full of superheroes.
There's a lot of them that only have a paragraph.
So yeah, and that's the other thing is, so you said, Answer, if I'm correct, Kahori wasn't in your encyclopedia.
No, she was not in there. I immediately went home and looked.
And folks in the comments said she was new too.
She said one episode of comics, I believe.
Okay, and that's the one thing that I really applaud them for, because I think what they could have done, Answer, is they could have gone into that back catalog. You have that encyclopedia. I'm sure we could pull pages out of a hat and say, okay, we're going to go to page 63, and this is the random superhero that nobody knows that we're going to throw in here. And they didn't. They gave us a new character, and I love it. I love the creativity of it all. And again, for having zero idea what to expect coming into this What If series, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, with the series, well, this episode first. I liked how they kept the episode with Strange being in Kahori at the end there. Came back to that, 'cause again, that was the one I was like, oh, okay, well, we're not getting anything, because nothing came immediately after, which was totally fine. And then last episode tying into this episode, I thought was pretty cool. The majority of these episodes, they can just be the one-offs, and I'm cool with that. But if they are going to give us a small little tie-in, and actually, this one was running from season 1 of What If into season 2 What If here. So that was actually pretty cool that they had a prolonged storytelling into this. It was just a matter of which episodes are we going to connect it to and then take off with. So pretty cool to see. And after watching these What Ifs, I know the Multiverse of Madness was interesting too, right? But I kind of want to see a very full villain antagonist arc out of Doctor Strange. I think that'd be very entertaining, very intriguing. Again, I know we touched, a little in the Multiverse of Madness, but I feel like if we got something like this where he could come out over a couple stories as Evil Strange here, I think that'd be phenomenal. I don't know if that'll ever happen. Well, yeah, because I think he just is much better as a villain here. I mean, even when he is the protagonist, he is the protagonist. But even when he's in here doing stuff, it comes off condescending sometimes, which is great because that's his character, right? So I would love to see a full two films, couple TV shows, however that would play out as the antagonist. As far as like the whole series of this season, I thought this was almost just slightly better than season 1. Maybe it's because we already had one season in, and then it felt to me like I felt like we went up just a little bit. Like I feel like because of the one-offs were still there, we had some continuation of the story. So I'm really digging these, and I'm glad there's a season 3 coming up not too long from now. So can't wait to hop onto that and see what kind of new awesomeness they're going to throw our way here. And actually, what's going to be the continuing story? Is it going to be Peggy, or are they going to pick and choose something else? I got to imagine it's Peggy. So either way, I'm here for
the ride with the Watcher.
Yeah, either way, I'm here for it.
Scenic routes.
Yep. Yeah, go ahead and start talking about your scores.
Hey, what did I do last season, Diamond Dave?
Oh, look at that. Diamond Dave going off stage.
Got our boards over there.
Boards.
Off stage? Well, we're on a stage. Oh, we should have built this.
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things. Glory.
Thanks.
There.
No, someone has a marker.
I don't.
I have the marker. I am he who has
He.
the marker.
All right. Since mine's already written on here, I gave a 5 last season. I'm giving a 5 this season. There was whatever you want to nitpick last season. If there was anything to improve upon, they did it full go this season. And without a shadow of doubt, they gave us a Die Hard episode. So I don't know how you can give it anything less than a 5. But no, for me, this was a 5. It's everything you want and more when you're a Marvel fan, just to have the interesting stories they can tell with all the characters. You have all the...
That was never going to work. Not in a million years.
So, I mean, you have all the characters you know and love, and then we also got an introduction to an amazing new character. So cannot wait for season 3. Absolutely love it.
Yep, for me, I'm going to go just slightly less than what I gave the first season. I gave the first season a 4.5. I'm going to give this one a 4.45. So just a little bit under for me. And I'm not sure if that's because the first season blew me away so much with how wild it was. I might be have a little nostalgia there for the first season because that was the first introduction to this whole world. And I did like some of the episodes a little bit more in the first one. However, the Die Hard episode was king. Over all of them, so that gets a big
Blade Runner.
Yep, so that gets a big thumbs up for me, as well as the Gamora episode was fun. But yep, like I said, maybe a little bit of nostalgia, but 4.45 for me.
Well, on the contrast, a little bit of nostalgia for me goes a very, very long way. And not only did we get the flux capacitor, they gave us a Jurassic Park Gremlins throwback. And then, look, they've done these little callbacks, right? But they gave us a full Die Hard episode. And that alone, ladies and gentlemen, is worth a 5. What am I going to do here? You know?
Yeah, for me, I know I wasn't on the last one because I saw the whole first season before these guys, and we did it for the channel. So the first season I gave a 4.5. Now this one is just a tick up, so 4.75.
It's high praise from Diamond Dave.
That is very high
there's
praise.
tiny little things, but I don't care about talking about them because this is still pretty good. Doesn't matter. 4.75 for me. I can only imagine what season 3 is going to bring. Actually, cannot wait to see that. Again,
well,
not too long away.
And we are there for it. Thank you for joining us for season 2. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it as much as we did, because look at these scores. We really did enjoy it. So for Appleton Oak, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course Answer. We'll catch you on the next season. And good night, pals.